Alright, so hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the world. So today quickly we're going to learn how to cut a trouser of waist size 32. The tie or the lap of the trouser is 25. The trouser length is 39. The knee is 70. The knee is 17 inches and the ankle is 14 inches. So quickly, let's also do this. My target is that we'll cut trouser for, if possible, all the sizes. All right, so that when you want to cut, you'll not be having a challenge of how to work on a particular size. So first of all, let us get a waistline here. We're going to identify all the horizontal lines. So the first horizontal line is the beginning point here. All right, so we'll get our trouser length from here. Trouser length is 39. So this is 39 plus 2 inches hemming allowance. Let us give 2.5. Maybe right here. Okay, and then the knee point, that will be the half length. So this is 39 here. So the half length will give us our knee point. So this is the knee point here. All right. So we're going to mark this. So our knee point, let's check it as it's at 19.5. So we'll mark this at two places so I can join and have straight lines. 19.5, half. We'll have 39, and we'll have 41.5. Bring this in allowance. So let's join the 2 points together. So we'll have straight lines. So having done this, we'll now get a straight line this side to mark the starting point for us where we are going to start taking our measurements from. Okay, just mark half inch from the beginning line here, so as to aid us to identify where to start taking our measurements. All right. So the next thing for us to do now is to get the waist measurement. We say the waist is 32. Divide 32 by 4, you have 8. So the waist measurement, I'm going to start taking a half inch into this mark here. Half inch into this mark. So you say our waist 32 divided by 4. When you are cutting, divide waist measurement by 4. So divide 32 by 4, you are going to be having 8. We'll add half inch seam allowance. That becomes 8.5. All right. So we'll mark it here. Then we'll come down here by what? By 3/4 inch. And we'll join it to the end here. Why are we deepening this? This so as to give it fitting in the front, okay? You deepen the front a little so as to give your trouser fitting, okay? The next thing for us to do now is to locate our crotch. And our crotch is simply the waist divided by what? By 4. So if you divide your waist by 4, you have 8. I see. You have 8. So this is our 8 here, all right? So that marks our crotch length. There are times I add half inch to it. When I add a half inch, if you want it to be very, very fitted, you use the 8. But if you want it to be a bit loose, you can use 8.5. Let me just use 8.5 so that it will be a bit loose. We'll use 8.5. All right? So this, our crotch line here, becomes our tie or lap line where we mark our crotch line there. Automatically becomes our tie line. Hope it's clear. When we go to our crotch length, it becomes our tie or lap line. So the next thing is to extend this mark here to this line. How are we going to do that? We'll measure from the beginning here to this mark here. We're having what? 9. So let's come here and get a what? A 9. It's a 9. All right. So we'll join these 2 points together. The next thing is for us to get our hip line. How do we get our hip line? We'll measure 2 inches above this tie line here. 2 inches above it. And that gives us our hip line. All right. So on this hip line, you apply your hip measurement here. Now, if you didn't take the customer's hip measurement, don't worry. Just add 1 inch at this point. Add 1 inch. Just measure 1 inch here. Mark 1 inch. And that becomes your hip measurement. So you join it back to the waist. Basically, it's very simple. But if you measure the customer's hip, you can divide it by 4 and still mark it here. The next thing for us to get our tie, our lap measurement. When you are cutting, you divide your lap measurement into 2. So our lap measurement is 25. Divided by 2, that will be what? That will be 12.5. So this is 12.5 here. Can you see that? The next is to join this point to this point. You can do that using your French curve, or your free hand. But I use my free hand so that those that don't have French curve won't feel it's not possible without French curve. So can you see? If I bring my French curve here, you see that it is actually what? Accurate. So the next thing for us to do now is what? Is to give our trouser fitting. How are we going to do that? We're going to get the center point between here and here. This is 12.5. We'll mark the center point. Here's our center point here. All right. Center point is at 6 1/4. So come here, see mark 6 1/4. Come down here and see mark for 6 1/4. All right. So we join these 2 points together. These 3 points, we join them together. So guys, at this point, if you have not subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Hit the subscribe button and turn your notification bell on. So that when I drop my videos, you can be notified. And in case you want to join my suit class, let me know in the comment section. I'll add you to my suit class. All right. And there's a link in the description below. Click that link if you want to join my WhatsApp group so that we can connect more. All right. So next, we will now apply our measurement. We'll apply our knee measurement and our ankle measurement. Remember, our knee measurement is what 17. When you are cutting, divide your knee measurement by 2. 17 by 2 will give you what? It give you 8.5, right? 17 by 2 will give you 8.5. Okay. So you now mark 8.5 here. So it means from here to here, that will be 4 1/4 plus 4 1/4 will give you 8.5, right? So from this line, you mark 4 1/4 this side. From this line, you mark 4 1/4 this side to get 8.5. So from here, let's do it this way. From here, this is my 4 1/4 here, right? This way, this is still my 4 1/4. If you measure it together, you are having what 8.5. You can see that. So coming here, that's our ankle. Our ankle is 14, right? When you also divide ankle into 2. So divide 14 to you have what 7. So you might have to mark your 7 here. So what we do? You mark 3.5 this side, 3.5 this side, making 7. So this is our 3.5 this way. 6. And this 3.5 this way. Join it together, you have what 7. The next thing for us to do now is to join these points together. All right. So we use my ruler. So guys, like I said, there's a link in the description below. If you want to join my WhatsApp group, click that link and you connect to my WhatsApp, all right, so that we'll have more interaction. The next thing for us to do now is to do what? Watch, I'm going to use this French curve. I'm not keeping this way. I'm keeping it this way. Very important. Now I'll blend this line to this lap line here. You see that? This lap line here. All right. You see this? Then I'll blend this line to this one here. Same way, I'm putting my French curve like this, not like this. You need to know as well how to use this French curve. If not, you won't get good result with it either. So probably this way. See that? The next thing now is to join this point to this point here. This point here would stop at the hip line, not the thigh line again. So just watch. See that? Can you see? Our trouser perfectly shaped up. Right? So I should touch it small. All right. So I think we are good to go. So guys, if you are with me, make sure these points are curved. It's not sharp, okay? Same thing here. These places, these edges should not be sharp. They should be blended. They shouldn't be sharp, all right? So if you are with me, guys, I think we have come to the end of the front piece. I will kind of try to fade it down a bit, not much, just a bit too. So that when I'm drawing the trouser, I won't have to here. So let's go ahead and cut this out so as to quickly work on the back piece. Cut like this. So we'll bring our front piece here. Let's see this. We'll keep our front piece here with our front piece. Now watch, I'm going to show you the difference between the front and the back piece now, how you cut it, right? When you come to the front piece here, simply you will come here and above the trouser here, you mark 2.5 inches above, and by the side here, the width, you mark 2 inches. Cross like this, then you join this point to this point. Why are we extending the back piece? We are trying to create allowance for the bumper, for the back, for the buttocks, all right? Trying to create allowance for the back side, all right? So you see that. So watch carefully how what I'm going to do next. I'll now shift one of these front pieces. You see, I left an allowance here of about 3 inches or more. Can you see this? 3 inches. So I'm going to shift this front piece here. You come this way, all right? Maybe an allowance of 2.25 inches down here, and here 2 3/4 is fine, or 3. If you keep here 2.5, keep here 3. If you keep here 2.25, keep here 2 3/4. All right, those are just the differences. Mind you, this is where the other piece is, so that you see clearly, because it's looking blended now. This is where the other piece is stopping. Okay, that is it. So I'm going to show us something when I'm cutting this shoulder here. Pay attention here. When I get there, I will explain something. Now I'll start cutting this way. Now at this point, I said I'll explain something. At this point here, when I'm cutting the back curve, all right, I won't take it as deep as the front curve. I'll take it out by at least a 1/2 inch allowance. You see this? And I'll curve it to join this here. Can you see? The curve is not as deep as the front curve. Just watch, I'm going to do it now. See this? And then we cut this. So guys, with this, we have come to the end of this video. I hope you enjoy watching the video. If you have, hit the subscribe button and subscribe to this channel. Help it grow and go viral. All right, thank you so much, guys. Thanks for watching. Welcome to Nat Fashion Hub, the best fashion channel in the whole wide world. Thank you, guys.